Traffic jams, mosquitoes, and ads. These are things that probably no one likes, but we just can't escape them, especially ads. Now, even with an ad free subscription of Disney Plus Hotstar, you have to suffer through ads. But what most people don't understand is that most ads are super misleading. No, there aren't any hot singles in your area. And no, that sketchy looking app won't make you a millionaire. Now, while the RBI can't do anything about the first kind of ad, it is trying to stop the second kind because it is seriously injurious to your financial health. Welcome back to Revolution Read On, a daily podcast where we break down one story from the world of business and finance. Click on the subscribe button to never miss an update from us. Here's your story for today. Tired of just giving warnings and advice, the RBI has now straight up launched a list of 34 apps and platforms that are not authorized by it to conduct Forex trading or operate as an electronic trading platform. And you'll probably be shocked to learn that Octa FX, which is promoted by a lot of celebrities, including the IPL team Delhi Capitals, is on the list. But why is the RBI warning against these apps? Because a lot of these apps are engaged in practices that are illegal and are operating more like casinos than trading platforms. Confused? Let us explain. First of all, only registered authorities with the RBI can engage in Forex trading. Since these platforms aren't registered and are not even electronic trading platforms, they have no business being in this business. Why aren't these platforms registered and why isn't the RBI giving them licenses? Because these platforms engage in illegal activities like binary trades and contract for difference trading. When you trade stocks, you're directly buying and selling, and sometimes even lending and borrowing a real asset. Even when you're trading in futures and options, there is an agreement to buy an asset at a later date. But in a CFD, you are neither buying a stock or commodity upfront nor promising to buy it later. It is simply a bet. Huh? Let us explain with an example. Garima thinks RIL stocks will rise. So she makes a contract with the platform X saying that if the stock rises from its current price, let's say 100 rupees, then platform X will pay the difference between the current price and the future price. But if the stock's prices go down, then Garima will pay the difference between the current price and the future price. Situation 1. Stock's price rises to 150 rupees and platform X pays Garima 50 rupees. Situation 2. Stock's price falls to 70 rupees and Garima has to give platform X 30 rupees. To execute this contract, Garima gives 100 rupees to the platform to buy RIL shares at the current price, which is 100 rupees. So the platform can pay off Garima for their gains if the stock goes up after keeping a small amount as trading charge, or make up for losses from the money Garima will have to pay. Now, the problem here is that this practice is illegal in India as it is too risky. You see, unlike futures and options, there's no expiry date to CFD contracts. A trader can decide to close the contract whenever they want, either when they've made enough profits or don't want to take on more losses. But this no expiry approach exposes users to massive risk. The platform could choose to shut down any day or go bankrupt, and the customers would lose their money. What's more, a lot of these platforms don't even buy the underlying stocks or commodities that customers are betting on. Rather, they are operating like a casino. What they do is take bets from customers. If the customer wins, the platform pays them with its own money. And if the customer loses, they pay directly to the platform. No money is wasted in buying or selling the underlying asset, that's stocks or commodities. So the platform gets more money per trade instead of just a tiny spread. This is often called a binary trade as there's no third party involved, just the platform and the customer. But this is riskier as it is kind of an all-in situation. Say for instance, you bet that RIL stock will rise. If it does rise, you get the payout, you decide. If it doesn't, you lose your entire money. Here, the risk for the customer increases. You see, earlier, the platform was just a facilitator in the trade. But in this scenario, it is actively betting against users, which complicates things. Platforms now want users to trade more and more so they can win. So they begin offering leverage. What that means is if a trade is going to cost 1000 rupees, the platform allows users to pay only 100 rupees upfront and the rest later. This encourages more and more users to start trading, increasing profits for the platform. What's more, these platforms often let traders win early or entice them with free cash in their trading accounts so that they can get hooked. No wonder the RBI wants to shut them down. Plus, a lot of times these platforms are betting on foreign currencies or stocks. And in India, it is illegal to send remittances, that's money abroad, for such kind of speculative trading. Wondering why people are still going on these platforms? Because they usually don't know that these platforms are illegal, since they advertise so openly. And in India, Forex trading is limited in scope, but these apps bypass current rules, allowing people greater access. But this access can often turn dangerous. However, the current RBI notice also just warns users. It gives users some clarity but doesn't do more. The RBI can take further action against them, but until it does, these apps can still continue running and trap users who haven't read the notice. So, share this with your friends and tell them to stay away from these apps. And with that, we've come to the end of today's story. Thank you for listening to this episode. We'll be back with more tomorrow.